Alright, so this video is going to be about the zero product property, and basically what that means is if A times B, so some real number A times some real number B, is multiplied together equals 0, then at least one of the following must be true. Either A is equal to 0, or B is equal to 0, or both. That's why it says at least one of the following. So at least one of the following of these must be true. To help you understand this a little bit more, I'm going to show you a really quick example. Alright, so you might have a problem that says 2x times the quantity x minus 1 is equal to 0. Now, based on the zero product property, that means that some number times some number is equal to 0. At least one of those numbers has to be equal to 0, or both. Alright, so a great way to show how the zero product property works is actually working through an example. So this first one I have, it's 2x times the quantity x minus 1 is equal to 0. Now, based on the zero product property, that means A times B is equal to 0. A or B need to be equal to 0. So in this case, this would be our A, and this right here would be our B. Okay, so we have our A and our B. So that means that one of the following must be true. A must be equal to 0 or B. So what I'm going to do is set this 2x equal to 0. And I'm also going to set the x minus 1 equal to 0. So if you divide both sides by 2, pretty easy, you get x equals 0. So what I'm going to do to test this number out, I'm going to plug this x back up into this equation to see if I get 0. She'll end up with 2 times 0 times the quantity 0 minus 1. Well, 2 times 0 is 0, times 0 minus 1 is negative 1. It doesn't matter that this is negative 1 because the 0 right here, you end up with 0. So this actually works for an answer of 0. X equals 0. Let's try this x minus 1. Well, you're going to want to add 1 to both sides. Ones cancel, you end up with x is equal to 1. Okay, let's test this x equals 1 and plug it up here. We have 2 times 1, because it's 2 times x, times the quantity 1 minus 1. Well, 2 times 1 is 2, times 1 minus 1, which is 0. 0 minus 2 is 0. Okay, so this works as well. So as you can see, based on the zero product property, we ended up getting 2 different answers for our x's, but both of them work. Okay, so you're going to have 2 answers, and they both work, all based on the zero product property. So if you have any questions about this, let me know.